I'm Mr. Teary Eyes. Welcome to the world of tears. I see the world through an eye that's behind a tear. Through media and apparel, I report these tears in hopes that one less tear is shed. You shed these tears so the next person won't have to. I believe that if we respond to the tears of the people, we can help solve the problems of the world. Every tear has a story. What's your story?
Listen, y'all, this Toddy, I want to speak to y'all about a situation that happened to me back in the day. I want to say April 29th, 2003. I can't remember the exact day, but I gave y'all the date. I was 14, about to be 15, man. I'm going to give y'all a tragic situation that y'all don't know about. Y'all see me every day. Y'all see these scars, but y'all don't know the backdrop. But this is what it is. I'm sitting on the block, man, 14, 15. We bored as hell. School wasn't in, you know what I'm saying? Well, school was in, but it wasn't in for me. I was hooking. We ready to gamble, get some money. Me and my old heads, I choose to leave some names out, but everybody know. We sitting there, we shooting the dice. Dice game go good, we winning. Come to find out, you know how it go. Some dudes, when they lose, they want to take their money back. If they can't get no check, this, that, and the third. Long story short, boy got mad, took his money back. You know what I mean? Then start getting physical with everybody. So hands got put on people and things happen. People is gone. Somebody shooting, somebody running, somebody shot. So we gonna fast forward just a teeny bit. Now on the retaliation tip, my house get firebombed May 3rd, 2003, 4:30 in the morning. I'll never forget this day. I don't wish this on nobody, not even my worst enemy. You feel me? I'm sitting in the basement. I'm lamping. I'm up. I'm listening to music. I'm minding my business. The music's so loud. I hear the booms, but I'm thinking it's the bass. I'm not thinking, somebody shooting at the house or somebody really trying to blow us up. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there, and luckily, we was blessed to have a little covered eyes, so we have the finished basement. And when you have a finished basement, they got to drill holes in the floor to run the cable wires and this, that, and the third. So mind you, the whole upstairs on fire. We talking about the living room, dining room, kitchen. That's on fire. You understand what I'm saying? And the smoke is coming down the hall, and it's coming down the hose. So I smell it. I start tripping. So I run upstairs. My fight or flight kick in. I run right upstairs and go right to the basement door, which lead me into the kitchen, and all I see is orange. And I'm coughing, I can't breathe. Mind you, we gonna give y'all the visuals, but when you see my scars come down in a V from blocking my face and guarding myself to run out this back door. You understand what I'm saying? And we all know fire need oxygen to breathe. So if fire need oxygen to breathe, only thing in the air is nothing but carbon monoxide. So you already imagine what I'm breathing in. So once I get to that back door, it ain't nothing but pure oxygen hitting my lungs. You understand what I'm saying? Grace by Allah, I made it to that back door and I opened that back door. But once I got out there, I passed straight out. My lungs start collapsing, respiratory failure, everything kicking in. This is the story they telling me once I wake up, but we gonna get into that. So now I'm in the back laid out. I'm burnt, 3rd-degree burns all over my face, my shoulders, my arms, my hands. My sneakers melted to my feet. Everything, man. Like the worst you can imagine that happened to a 14-year-old. The worst thing you could think happened to a 14-year-old happened to me that day. You understand what I'm saying? But, they draw me around front. They drag me around front, should I say. They pronounced me dead, man. They put the sheet over me. It was over. White sheet over me. He's a goner. This what they telling my family. He's done. Luckily, by the grace of Allah, again, I start coughing. One thing about that oxygen gonna find its way in, man. No matter where it's at, it's gonna find its way in. I start coughing. A friend of mine, Christian Logan, she heard it. She speak up to the people, like, something's going on under that sheet. He coughing, he moving under that sheet. If it wasn't for Allah blessing them people and telling her to say that to them, man, who knows what had happened that night. Man, I probably would have died under that sheet knowing I was still alive. So now the pain and the trauma is so crazy, I don't know what's going on. I slip into a coma. So now we're going to take y'all all the way back. I don't even know what's going on. While you living in a coma, I'm going to tell you something from experience. When you living in a coma, you don't know what's going on. Your life is still going on every day. So you could be going to work, going to school, doing whatever you're doing right now in your everyday life, and you're going to wake up and you might be in a coma. That's how real a coma is. And I'm talking from experience. This ain't nothing spiced up, hyped up, or none of that. This is what it is. So, I wake up in a coma. All I see is I wake up from the coma. I can't talk. I got all these tubes in my throat, this and that. All I know is my eye movement. I can't even move my neck. I see my family. I see my sister. I see Christian. I see a couple other people, nurses and doctors. I don't know what's going on, but I just feel a bunch of pain. Really can't move my limbs or nothing. So I'm searching everything with my eyes. Then I see everything bandaged up. So, they try and tell me what's going on. 'Cause I guess they can read my facial expression like what happened, then what happened. And they tell me I was in a house fire. Still didn't even understand until weeks passed. Now I'm able to talk, and I get the backdrop of what happened, what's going on. And now I'm talking to these fire investigators. They breaking down how I got out, to jog my memory. So now I remember everything, wholeheartedly. I remember everything from the day, from before it happened, to when it happened, and to when I got to that back door. But the moral of this whole story, man, is for people not to make the same mistakes that I made. But before we get into that, I just want y'all to know that this burn thing is serious. These are my tears. This is why I cry, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Y'all don't understand the things that I went through, physically having to heal from it, learning how to walk again, learning how to bend my fingers again, learning how to talk again, learning how to eat again. My lips were sealed shut to the point where they got to take 2 teeth from my right side, my left side, top and bottom. So we talking 8 teeth being taken out my mouth just for me to be ordered to open my mouth. You understand me, young brothers and sisters? Just for me to open my mouth to eat. They got to remove teeth and all that. But that's another story for another day, too. Now, we talking about walking, learning how to walk. Mind you, I'm in a coma for months. We talking months, man. All my legs are filled with fluids and medicine, man. I couldn't even control my bowels. Then you know me, I'm so young, I don't want people touching me. The only people that was able to change my diaper was my sister. And I want to give a shout out to Charlotte Williams, Tiny. She been in the whole ride. Changed every diaper, fed me every meal. These things is real, man. When you make these decisions out here, you think you gangster, or you think you tough, or you think you the hottest butch in the street, sister. That ain't there. It really ain't there. Because the consequences is really going to be there. And this is my story, and I want y'all to learn from my story, man. People went to jail about this, man. My folks went to jail about somebody doing something to him. You understand what I'm saying? I got burnt because a person bullied us. And bullying don't stop at no elementary school, middle school, or high school. Bullying goes on even with adults, man. It don't stop. So it's you really got to make these decisions and make them right. And make them the right way. Now, as I was healing through the hospital, my family going through so much stuff, man. I'm going through physical therapy 3 times a week. You feel me? And then I'm hearing the street stuff. People threatening my sisters and all that. Oh, man, that boy was supposed to go. He should have went there. He should have went there. But all this come from bad decisions and bad judgment. You understand what I'm saying? Because I thought I was hip. I thought I was in the mix. I thought I was the one, the player, the dark-skinned boy that was going to get all the ladies and do all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that came, but look what came with it. The disfigurement, the embarrassment, to walk around and kids being scared of you, to walk around your own family and your nieces and nephews being afraid of you, saying you look like Freddy Krueger. This is things that you got to live with. This is the mental aspect of it. We ain't even getting to the emotional yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you really got to think, man, do you really think you know Toddy? Or would you say, damn, I would like to get to know Todd? So it's just when you really think about these things, man, all you could do is just sit there and think about everybody else in their situations. Everybody's plate is full to their own accord. And that's why I'm here to tell y'all my story, man. Don't do that, man. And I felt the flame. I felt the fire on this life, not the hereafter, man. So you can imagine if you got any type of faith or the heat of that fire and the way how them scars going to look. And back to mentally wise, man, like dealing with this, man, getting on a bus, people staring at me. You know I'm so dark. People that know me, I'm a dark-skinned male. I'm real dark. So, my face was all burnt and all that, man. My face was pink. I'm talking about pink like a white person. Like, you know how a white person turn red and all that? Like, yeah, that was me. That was my whole facial. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So imagine me getting on the bus, you see a face that's all pink and his skin body dark. Like, yeah, so people gonna stare naturally. It was something different. People fear what they don't know, hate what they can't understand. This is human nature. But it took me years to understand that. So imagine me being 14 and 15, going through that, being stared at when I'm walking to a supermarket, when I'm walking to just anywhere, a welfare office, getting on a bus, like I said. Like, you feel me? And everything stopped. Conversation stopped. Everybody looks at you. You feel me? It's a lot of things, man. Listen, I got burnt when I was 14. When the first time it took me to talk to a female that didn't know me before my burns, man. Took me 3-4 years, man, 17, 18 years old, man, because I couldn't muster up the heart to do it. It wasn't about no pride or nothing, man. Self-esteem was shot. Who gonna want to deal with the burnt boy? That's the first thing I always thought. Oh, she only talking to me because she feels sorry for me, this, that, and the third. You mean, so that's the mental aspect, bro, that tie into the emotional. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, but at the end of the day, we can't lose the message. The message is the decisions you make today going to affect you tomorrow. And I wish I had the knowledge I had, because I always had an old head to tell me these things, but I never was listening, man. So now we're going to trickle into the emotional, because I'm not trying to have it too long. We're going to trickle into the emotions, right? Emotionally, man, I was scarred. I was hurt, man. I didn't even believe in God. Like, I kept saying, why me? Like, this what it is. I ain't want to live. Like, it's like, I was done with it. Like, because everybody know the emotional and mental part tie in together. Like, I was done, man. At a young age, man, I felt like I was tired. Like, I ain't want to do this no more. You feel me? Like, I'm in 9th grade, 10th grade, junior varsity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm popping, I'm popular. Like, we winning the championship this year. Got the jackets coming, it's like everything at the height of my life right now. Like, I'm living good. Like, I'm living how a teenager's supposed to live. And it gets snatched away from one argument over a dice game and one night. And now, after that, it just trickled down to all the BS, man. That happened to me. I was 15 when I get out the hospital. Now I'm back in the mix. I'm hustling. I'm running around. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm not doing nothing to level up. I'm not doing nothing to better myself. The only thing I'm doing is put myself right back in that situation, either be jail or dead for real this time. You understand what I'm saying? I never got my head together. Until I had my daughter. All the things I've been through, man, like everything, man. Learning how to fight. Can't even fight boys because I can barely bend my fist. But my heart's so big, man, like I can't go out like that. And that's just so stupid, man. You know what a person told me when I was upstate? Pride is the perfect reason idiots die early, man. And I had so much pride, so much of it. From me being burnt, from me going through what I'm going through, I feel like people owed me something. I feel like the world owed me something, man. Like, I'm still here, so all y'all owe me something. I lived through that. Y'all owe me something, man. And it's like, no, that's not the case. Don't nobody owe you nothing, man. You got to go out there and get it yourself. And you got to get it the right way. Because I don't know no drug dealers that got the house on the hill, man. Everybody is on somebody's state penitentiary or somebody's graveyard. I don't know not one person that really made it out safe and cool if they ain't no rat, no faggot, this, that, and the third, man. So it's just about us being real now. We going to be real. We ain't being politically correct or none of that. We going to be real. Like, I want the youngest and these young females that's making these decisions out here in these streets that's good and that's not good and that's bad, that's going to jeopardize them and their family. It's not just about you, man. When I got burnt, my family went through all that, man. Going to the hospital, got to go to this place and that place to get this, that, and the third. Like, you put everybody through a hassle, same way how you go to jail and you got to somebody got to put money on your book. Somebody got to pay that lawyer if you ain't stack your own money and stuff like that. Listen to me, y'all. Please listen to me, man. I've been robbed, shot, and set on fire, literally. That challenged the gun plenty of times. Niggas that hit me in my mouth and knocked my teeth out, man. Like, ain't nothing missing off me from me not being healthy, not me taking care of my hygiene, man. Like, this is my life. And I'm giving it to y'all, man, because I want y'all to learn that this is not no game. Like, people is playing for keeps, man. And them people in them mountains, they throwing away to everybody, bro. They got room for everybody. They got a bed for everybody. They don't got no, oh, nah, we don't got no room for him. We gonna go ahead and let him slide. No. we gonna triple stack them. We gonna go ahead and put him in that junk. That's how it go. And I want y'all to take my experience, man, from me, literally, man. Like I said, man, me being tied up, man, being burnt, man, then me getting shot and me getting stabbed as a testimony to y'all, like, yo, that's not the way. And he lived through it and he changing. Went to school, got my welding certificates, man, got my degrees in welding for as though I can really weld and work for any type of union, type of SEPTA, Amtrak, anything, man, because I believed in myself. But first and foremost, I had people that believed in me. But you got to believe in yourself more than anything. Because once you make that transition and you put that same ingenuity that you put into the streets, into your life, it's going to be better, man. And these is my teary eyes, and I cry for y'all because I want y'all to learn that I've been through all the crying already. I've been through all the tears, man. I still cry as a man from my own history, man, my own past. And I see young black youth, young white youth, young Spanish youth. Ain't no color on this. I just see young youth, period, throwing away their life to the same mistakes that I made. And I already know it's going to be their outcome. Because nothing changed from the streets. Nothing changed. Just the people, man. What they say, nothing changed in the game, just the players. And that been going on since I was knee-high to a butterfly. That's real rap, man. Like, we can't forget about that. This ain't trying to be funny. This ain't no game. None of that. Just being straight up to you. Ain't nothing going good. Nothing good going to benefit you out the streets. Nothing. You might get some clothes. What, you want some Balenciaga sneakers or something? You sure you're going to waste everything on that? But that's just a memory. But when them boys be on you and they take you out, they going to make you a memory. So it's what you going to choose. And it's like, I'm here to help you make that decision. Just look at me. Do you want to be burnt up? Do you want to be stabbed up? Whether it's in the streets or prison and all that. I done been through all the stabbings. Like, do you want to be, like, shot up? It don't even got to be your work just because you was around somebody that really moved out and all that and, you know, you just down for the cause and you get caught up. So ask yourself, like, this fire situation, man, it took a while for it to me to hit home even still, but it hit home now, man, when I look at my daughter. And my daughter got to ask me about my scars and ask me the things that I've been through. But I could sit there and look at it like a man, like, yeah, baby, I did this, I did that, but look what I'm doing now. This what it is, and she proud of me. She happy about me. And the same way she proud of me, I want y'all to be proud of me, and I want y'all to be proud of yourselves. And like, damn, like I took Toddy's story, I learned from it, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Like, best believe this ain't going to be the last time you hear from me. This only the first time. This is the intro. There's way more to come from me. So it's like my whole thing is this, man. It's like, keep your heads up, grind, and do it. Any question y'all got to ask me, you already know, just reach out. I'm Twine affiliated, Teary Eyes affiliated. Everything is going to be there. It's for y'all. Everything is for y'all. My story is to tell y'all, man. Like, I feel like Allah put me in this position to tell y'all this story about me. You feel me? And it's like, it's way deeper than this trap stuff, man. It's way deeper than trap. These rappers say it's way deeper than rap. It's way deeper than trap. You really got to live your life and learn, man. And I want y'all to learn from me first. Learn from me first, man. Like this burn stuff, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, not even the guys that did it, man. My house was firebombed. It wasn't no accident. And I don't even wish that on them. From the healing process, the mental process, the emotional process. I don't even wish that on them. I don't wish that on nobody. But what I do wish is that y'all learn from me. Y'all learn from the brothers I'm affiliated with. and y'all just learn from what y'all read in these books, man, from these educated black people, whether they, not even just black people, anybody that's educated that wants you to better your life. Just listen up, man, and tighten up. Because this is my story, man. These is my tears, man. Like, I'm crying to you. Like, this is what it is, man. Like, ain't nothing real. Ain't nothing real these days, man. Everything is fake. Only thing that's real is what's going on in your life, what's going on in your physical. That's what's real, because you got to experience it. Nobody else but you. So that's what's real in your element. So make sure you stay in your element. Don't try to be in nobody else's, man, because you might not be ready for that. You might not be cut for that. That's what happened to me. Trying to be in somebody else's element, living that grown man life, man. And I wasn't, like, not saying I wasn't about that life, but I wasn't ready at all. I wasn't ready at all. No, we not gonna sit there and fraud, hold no punches, youngin'. I wasn't ready at all. So now we sit there and we mob out, though. After that, you level up. You don't level up through the streets. You level up through what's right. You make your family proud. Got my GED. Got my certificates in welding. Then start working, bro. Start getting a legal job, earning legal money. Like, right now, we doing this coronavirus, man. Like, my family proud of me, man. I could be one of them stuck in prison, can't get out, pleading to get out, trying to not be sick. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to count your wins with your losses, man, and count your blessings and your lessons, man. You sit there and can't take nothing for granted. Nothing is for granted. You take anything for granted, I guarantee you, man, people going to think you're taking your life for granted. You're going to lose that, too. That's the way how it's going to go. That's the way how I learned it. And I appreciate anybody that sat there and looked at me and thought about my story, man, and wanted me to tell it. Because I know at the end of the day, this is going to help somebody. It's going to reach one. It's going to teach one. Whether it's just one person. Whether it's just one person out this whole world, out of the 8-something billion people in this world, as long as it reached one person, then I feel like I succeeded. And you should feel like you succeeded even if you heard it. So you can relate it to somebody else. Well, I can't relate to it. Well, you probably can relate to this, that, and the third. Listen to this. This where it's at, man. Like, we got to help each other, man. This the time where it's just about us. And let my story and let my tears always captivate you, man. Because once y'all see these visuals that go with this audio, y'all going to see, man. And y'all going to live it with me. Y'all going to live it through me. Because y'all going to sit there and be like, oh, damn, I know bull. I recognize bull. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna see, like, this is real. Like, this ain't for fake. This is a story that y'all been wanting to know. This is a story that y'all wanted to see that happen. Like, I wanted to ask him, but I can't really ask him. You know how many people that walk up to me that wanted to touch my scars? They just wanted to see how I feel. You know how many women I had that was like, you know, that really was even down for the scars. You know, they had a fetish. Like, you know, it's gifts and curse with everything. You feel me? And that's just a little comic relief to make it a little funny. But at the same time, it's just like, it's still real, y'all. Y'all really got to sit there and think about everything before you do it. And everybody, you know, it's easier said than done, man. But you really got to think about it. You really got to think about your actions, man, because your choices is everything, man. Like, I read a quote back in the day, like, you really got to worry about your choices, man. Your choices become your consequences. Your choices really become your consequences. And that's something that we really got to learn and instill in our head and make it core beliefs for our kids. Your choices can become your consequences. Your choices can become your consequences.
How long after the incident happened that you realized that you weren't going to be the same?
It took me, I'm going to say about 2 months after the incident happened that I realized I wasn't going to be the same. Because when I was in the hospital, you know, when you're in a burn unit, just to enlighten y'all, they don't give y'all no mirrors. They don't let you see yourself. So you really don't know what's going on. Like, you can know your temperature, like what's going on. Like, you told you got burnt, but you can't see yourself. So you don't know the level or the gravity of what's going on. So that's when I be able to realize what happened.
When you first saw yourself for the first time, what was your reaction?
I passed out, man, to be honest with you. You can ask my sister. I'll never forget this, like yesterday even. Like, when I saw myself, everybody know I was a chunky young boy. Like, I lost so much weight, and I seen my scars go from my fingers all the way up to my elbows, and then I see my face and my neck. I passed out.
Did you ever have to go through any mental health evaluation after the fact, that like a counselor or a shrink? Did you have any type of mental therapy after that?
Yes, I did, man. Like, I was diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress, depression, and anxiety. And my post-traumatic stress was coming from, I couldn't even watch people set the grill on fire, man. I couldn't watch no movie, nobody getting set on fire. So, yeah, it's definitely a lot of mental health that played in part of that.
Do you think that drug addiction is the reason for the PTSD and, I guess, your depression and the low self-esteem?
Yes, that's like asking to a bear crap in the woods. Like, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to be real with you, man. Like, I used to abuse Xannies because of that, man. Just to escape the reality that I got burnt. To escape the reality that I got to look at these scars and go to therapy. Not even just the Xannies, the weed, the syrup. You know what I mean? Like, dib and dab every now and then with the sets. Like, anything, man. Like I used to try to escape my whole pain every time.
After you got firebombed, did anybody get arrested for the firebombing?
No, nobody got arrested for the firebombing at all, no.
The person that was bullying y'all, you know how much money that he lost at the dice game?
I can really say about no more than $3,500. He lost some pennies. It wasn't worth it.
Out that $3,500, how much of that did you win?
I ain't win nothing. I ain't get a penny.
So why did he feel as though that he had to take your money?
When you down with somebody, you're around with somebody, you're a part of somebody. So, that's what happened. That's the part that I thought that, the game, that's how I thought it was. So that's what happened.